So we welcome General Secretary Maharaj, Chancellor of the University, Swami Shaviranandaji, with a simple bouquet at his request. Please take your seats, Maharaj. Before we begin with today's proceedings of the 19th Convocation and Foundation Day of the RKMVERI, the deemed to be university, I will make one small announcement saying that today's guest-in-chief was supposed to be Dr. Sridhar Vembu, as all of you know, as had been published earlier, the founder, CEO of Zoho Corporation. Unfortunately, there has been a bereavement in his family, and so he could not make it today. We were also supposed to honor him with the honoris causa, PhD, in this convocation. But in his case, we are holding a special convocation on the 2nd of August, the Janmatithi of Swami Ramakrishnanandaji Maharaj. So today's guest-in-chief will be Most Revered President Maharaj. We shall now begin with today's ceremonies with invocation being done by Swami Shivapurnanandaji and his team. Please come.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shanno Mitra Samvarunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnururukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu mam, avatu vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vedamanuchacharyonte vasinamanushaste Satyam vada dharmanchara Swadhyaya anma pramadaha Acharyaya priyandhanamahritya prajatantum abhyavachetsehi Satyanna pramaditavyam Dharmanna pramaditavyam कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यम् भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम् श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रेया देयम् ह्रिया देयम् भिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् एतत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।
Our thanks to Swami Shivapurnanandaji Maharaj and his team for doing this chanting, which is called a Dikshanta Upadesha. What was traditionally traditionally chanted in our Gurukulas when students finished education and were about to leave the Gurukula. It is in fact, we can call it the Convocation Address. Before I go into this, one or two lines about our most revered President Maharaj. As perhaps most of you know, all of you know, his age is 95 years plus, but he is much more fit, agile, and alert than many of us, if not most of us. My humble pranams to you, Maharaj, on behalf of all of us. We are very, very happy to have you in our midst today. Our pranams to Girishananji Maharaj also, a senior vice president of the Ramakrishna Sangha. We are happy to have you with us, Maharaj, today. Thank you for being with us. The chanting which was done just now, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. In fact, these two words themselves, these two Upadeshas themselves are very, very significant. As all of us know, in today's corporate world, in the outside world, there are many seminars, debates, etc., elocutions being held to inculcate moral values into our corporate people. The basis of all this is character building, which comes from these words, Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara. Very simple words. What the teacher tells you when you finish your university courses, when you're living today, your students who are getting your degrees and diplomas today, what the teacher tells you as a parting gift, as a parting instruction, Dharmam Chara, Satyam Vada. Stick to the truth. Satyatma pramana pramaditavyam. Never deviate from the truth. Dharmadna pramaditavyam. Never deviate from dharma. What is dharma? Righteousness, rightful living. As we all know that in ancient India, we had 4 purusharthas, the 4 goals of human life: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. All of us are very familiar with artha and kama. Moksha, most of us might not be aware about or don't care much about. And dharma, very few, in fact, most of us want to ignore the concept of dharma. But how significant they are. Unless you hold on to dharma, to moral values, to ethical values, society cannot be sustained. Like we had 4 ashramas in ancient India: brahmacharya, garhastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa. Of these, 3 ashramas do not earn money. Brahmacharis, students, they study, they don't earn the money, they don't contribute to wealth making in society. Vanaprasthas, they retired from active life, they don't earn much money. And sannyasins, of course, have to live their life by begging. We don't do that, of course, in the Ramakrishna order. By the grace of Thakurma and Swamiji, we get donations to sustain our needs. So the onus rests upon grihasthas, the householders. If you hold on to Satya and Dharma in your householder's life, society functions beautifully. So that is in summary, that is what this ancient Upadesha was given by the teacher. And I'm sure all of us, all of you will remember to hold on to these values in life. At any cost, hold on to Dharma, hold on to Satya and Dharma. As Sri Ramakrishna says, in this Kali Yuga, truth is the only tapasya. A Kali Yuga, Satya Ekti tapasya. The man who holds on to truth, Sri Ramakrishna says, lies in the lap of God. He has nothing more to do for sadhana. Just hold on to truth and you will see the light within you. Anyway, now, enough of this small lecture. I will request Mahatma Priyananji Maharaj, the Pro-Chancellor of the RKMVERI, the deemed to be Institute, and Secretary of RKMVERI, to give his address of welcome and administration of oath after that. Please come, Maharaj.
ॐ यश्छन्दसामृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया आस्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। We are immensely privileged and blessed today. For the first time in the history of this university, the most revered president of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, revered Swami Gautamananda Ji Maharaj, has graced this occasion with his holy presence. So we heartily welcome him. He has been associated with the university project, and today we proudly announce the birthday of this university. You know how old the university is? Anybody can guess? It's the 19th foundation day, but the university itself is 122 years old. Because it was conceived by Swami Vivekananda on the 4th of July 1902, and he said, "Do not think I imagine it, I see it." The Rishi that Swami Vivekananda was saw this university actually existing and happening. It had happened actually on ground in 2005, 19 years old, but the university itself is 122 years old. I draw inspiration for this statement from Miss Josephine MacLeod's famous statement. Josephine MacLeod is a very dear disciple of Swami Vivekananda, American disciple as you know, who chose to call herself a friend of Vivekananda rather than a disciple. And Josephine MacLeod's reminiscences says, Swamiji told Nivedita, the spiritual impact which has come to Belur Mutt will last 1500 years, it will be a great university. You can see that on the screen there. Do not think I imagine it, I see it. And the rules book of the Ramakrishna Mutt, Swamiji wrote, এখন উদ্দেশ্য এই যে এই মঠটিকে ধীরে ধীরে একটি সর্বাঙ্গ সুন্দর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে পরিণত করিতে হইবে. Now the aim is to develop this might gradually into a full-fledged university. And 4th of July 1902, he had a long walk with his dear brother disciple Swami Premananda, to whom he said, as recorded by Swami Vasudevananda in his reminiscences of Swami Premananda, Swamiji said, প্রাচীন ভারতীয় ধারা বজায় রেখে তার সঙ্গে আধুনিক জ্ঞান বিজ্ঞানের অনুশীলন যাতে হয় এমন একটি বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় বেলুর মঠে গড়তে হবে। বেলুর গায়ে বেড়াইতে বেড়াইতে সমস্ত জমি দেখাইয়া বলিলেন, এসব জমিতে একটি বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় গড়তে হবে। And we fondly think, imagine, it should be true that Swamiji walked on the very grounds where the university is now established. Josephine MacLeod used to say that her age is counted from the day she saw Swami Vivekananda. Somebody asked, what's your age? From the day she saw Swami Vivekananda, from that day she used to count her age. So following that tradition, we will say this university is 122 years old. The history of the university, how it came about, is a very fantastic story, some of which our most revered President Maharaj will speak about today. He has been associated with the project. A committee of 4 was formed in 2004 by the revered trustees of the Ramakrishna Mutt and the revered members of the governing body of the Ramakrishna Mission, which is the sponsoring society of this university. And it is fitting that the chairman of the governing body of the Ramakrishna Mission, which is the sponsoring society, is now gracing this occasion with his holy presence, revered Swami Gautamanandaji, the president of the order. He was one of the members, very active, enthusiastic members. All of you know, his childlike enthusiasm is very infectious in the right sense. And he was actively participating in the university project, of which I was made the convener. On this occasion, we also fondly and reverentially remember late President Swami Smarananandaji Maharaj. And the university came into being when he was the General Secretary of the Order and came up with a wonderful idea that the General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Mutt and the Ramakrishna Mission should be made the Chancellor of this university for effective governance of the university, which happens even now. So revered Chancellor Maharaj, Swami Subiranandaji, is here to give his chancellors as well as the Convocation Address. We are also specially blessed by the presence of revered Swami Girishanandaji Maharaj, who is one of the senior vice presidents of the order. Swami Bhajananandaji, another vice president, was very eager to come. When I met him personally a couple of times, he said, I have never missed the 4th of July function. He has been coming whenever it is held at Belur Math. This time he is down with viral fever. The fever is almost gone, but still he is extremely weak. And he said, I'm so sorry I could not attend. Next time when Sridhar Vembu comes to the special convocation scheduled for 2nd of August, I shall certainly come. That's the message he sent. Revered Swami Suhitanandaji, one of our vice presidents, he also could not come. I personally met him. He expressed his inability to come, but he blessed this occasion. He was also one of the committee members. Late Swami Umukshanandaji Maharaj of revered memory, who has passed away, he also participated. And the trustees of the Ramakrishna Math and the members of the governing body of the Ramakrishna Mission in one voice quickly approved this, which is a rare phenomenon in Ramakrishna Mission, because policy decisions are not easy to take. Ramakrishna Mission weighs the pros and cons before deciding. By divine will, this entire decision and the execution and the coming into being of this university took place just in about 6 to 9 months. And the government of India notified in the Gazette the birth of this university on 5th of January 2005, when the 150th anniversary celebrations of Holy Mother Shri Sharada Devi was taking place. That is also a blessing of Holy Mother Sharada Devi. I fondly remember and imagine that perhaps Mother must have told Thakur, Amar Norener Name to University ar hobe na. Then Mother got it done by her grace. She is our Saraswati, Vidya Dayini, as Sri Ramakrishna said. So that is the birth of the university, and we have traveled 19 years, and the university has grown from strength to strength with the support of the Belur Math authorities, particularly the Chancellor, who is the General Secretary. The first Chancellor was Revered Swami Smaranandaji, who recently passed away. Second Chancellor was Swami Prabhanandaji, who also passed away, unfortunately. He would have been very happy to be here. And Swami Suhitanandaji, third Chancellor, who could not come, but he sends his blessings. And the fourth Chancellor, Swami Subiranandaji, is here enthusiastically participating in all the functions of the university. We heartily welcome all of them to this function. And we have our own people whom I don't welcome. Our Vice Chancellor Swami Sarvottamananda is here. Controller of Examinations, Swami Shastra Vidyananda, and the Registrar, Swami Kaleshananda. And we have two Assistant General Secretaries in Swami Bodhasaranandaji and Swami Balabhadranandaji. Both of them are part of the university in the sense Swami Bodhasarananda is part of the Executive Council, earlier called the Board of Management of the university, as headquarters representative. Swami Balabhadranandaji is the President of the Managing Committee of the University Center. We also have the Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Sharada Pitha, Swami Shukadevanandaji, and some of the old Swamis like Swami Vipashanandaji, and the Principal of the Ramakrishna Math Training Center, Swami Tattva Saranandaji. So I welcome all of them with reverential salutations, and particularly the graduates here who are going to receive their degrees, and their parents and the guests they have brought with them. This is a very happy occasion for all of you. And I also particularly thank Swami Subiranandaji and Bodhasaranandaji for making this wonderful hall available for the convocation. Our number is increasing now. For the first time, we have been able to gather together all the graduates of the Belur campus, Narendrapur campus, and the Ranchi campus. So all of them come here. We didn't have a big hall which is big enough to accommodate all of them. Now we have a huge hall which can also accommodate for the next 50 years, perhaps all the students of the convocation. We are particularly thankful to the Belumet authorities and Suviranandaji for seating all of you and all of us in this magnificent, majestic hall. My thanks to you. Now, I request the graduating students today to please stand up in their seats. When I administer the oath, please stand up, the graduating students only. This is called Dikshanta Pratigya. Pratigya is a vow which you take, and all of you may remember a couple of years ago, some of you 5 years ago, you took some vows called Vidyarthi Vrata. Munayachutarangi, do you remember? Or forgotten? Or trying to forget? So these are Vidyarthi Vrata. On a similar basis, we also have Dikshanta Pratigya at the end. In the Shadavida Linga of the Purva Mimamsa philosophy, we have Upakrama and Upasamhara. Upakrama is the beginning, Upasamhara is ending. So there should be a flow of thought, flow of majestic ideas from the beginning to end. You began your life as a student in this university with Vidyarthi Vrata, 5 vratas you took, you may remember that. Based on those vratas, we are now concluding your journey in this university. Some of you may rejoin this university as research scholars. Some of you may go out for pursuing research elsewhere. Some of you will find their jobs. Wherever you go, remember you represent Swami Vivekananda's university. Ms. Josephine MacLeod, who gave the first donation of 10,000 rupees in 1940 for the university, is called this Swamiji's University. He used to say to Swami Vimuktanandaji, whom we remember with great revered memory, said, he used to call him Upen. He was Upen Maharaj. How is Swamiji's University coming up? She was so glad about it. I asked late revered Swami Pramayanandaji why 4th July was chosen as the foundation day of Vidya Mandira, which was the first higher education institution started by the Ramakrishna Mission. Usually we don't celebrate Swamiji's Mahaprayana, Mahasamadhi day on 4th of July. Then Swami Pramayanandaji told me, Ms. Josephine MacLeod approached Swami Virajananda, the then president, and insisted that Vidya Mandira should be inaugurated on the 4th of July because it's very sacred for the Americans is Independence Day. And she said, we want that this should be inaugurated on the 4th of July. Then on, 4th of July became a sacred day as far as higher education of the Ramakrishna Mission projects are concerned. So this university also was inaugurated on the 4th of July by the then President Swami Gahananandaji. We held it in the Vivekananda Sabhagraha of Sharada Pitha, and the entire hall was full of Girva robes and white clothes. All the brahmacharis and all the sannyasis were present. So it was a grand occasion, and the people from the UGC, the secretary was there, Ved Prakash, and the higher education joint secretary Sunil Kumar. They were simply astonished by seeing the huge Tyagis present. Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj, revered President Maharaj, will say in his speech how Swamiji wanted that education should be in the hands of Tyagis. He says, in the olden times, education was the hand of Tyagis, and if education has to sustain the values which it represents, it should again be in the hands of Tyagis. By divine grace and divine will, this university is full of Tyagis. You can see the illustrious Tyagis in the dais. When we go for the meetings in the UGC and the education department, recently also Kaleshanandaji and Sarvottamanji went for a meeting. They were singularly marked by the Girva robe, and everybody comes to them and talks to them with great respect. So these 5 mantras we are going to chant. I don't expect you to chant after me because most of you are not familiar with these mantras. The mantras are given to you. Please hold them in your hands and follow me carefully. And mentally, you may try to repeat. I'll give a gist in English also. The first mantra, the vow which you took when you are Vidyarthi as a vrata, relating to the body, the swasthya, the health, which is important to serve others. If you are sick, how can you serve? You need to be served by others. Second mantra about study. You have been so far studying under a teacher in the university or college. Now you have to do your own study, swadhyaya. And the Taittiriya Upanishad says, swadhyaya and pravachana, sharing your knowledge with others, should never stop all your life. The third one, the satya, truthfulness, which is the most vital quality in Kali Yuga, as Sri Ramakrishna said. Kalite satyatavcha tapasya, he said. And the fourth mantra, unselfishness. Swami Vivekananda famously said, they alone live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. So take a vow that all the study, all the education, all the degrees that you get should be for enhancing the quality of life of the unfortunate brethren which we have in our country. Swamiji said, I call him a traitor who, having been educated at the expense of the poor masses, pays not the least heed to them. Always remember that the education that you have received at the university is the cost of the poor people, the poor masses. Dr. Sridhar Vembu, who could not be present here, says, my whole life's motto is the Swamiji's statement, the great national sin of our country is the neglect of the masses. No amount of politics will be of any avail unless the masses are well cared for, well fed, and well educated. So the masses should be taken care of, and you have received your education, the highest degree, at the cost of the poor masses. Remember them, work for them, don't neglect them. And the last one is harmonious functioning as a team. India is at top when it comes to individual achievements, even the Olympics. What are the achievements individually where we're most famous for? Chess, we are on the top. Boxing, we are on the top. Shooting, we are on the top. Anything which is individual. When it comes to a team, we can't work together. Tennis, we were on the top. When 2 people came together, again we came down. So Swami Vivekananda always emphasized, work in a team, work harmoniously, for which you say the basis is obedience. In India, everybody wants to be a leader, and nobody wants to follow. So he says, obey the leader first, then argue. So these are the 5 mantras in Sanskrit. These mantras were composed originally for the brahmacharis by Swami Ramakrishna ji. They were adapted by Swami Nirvedananda ji, the founder of Calcutta Students' Home, and we have adapted the mantra for the Dikshanta Pratigya, and some changes suitably we have made, and we have checked it with the Sanskrit Pandits also. So I will read this mantra slowly. Please follow me mentally and vow that you will follow these mantras. You can keep the sheets with you, don't throw them away, and now and then read them. It has English and the original in Sanskrit. Bengali script also is given to you. First mantra. Shariramadhyam khalu dharma sadhanam iti niti vakyam avadharya shrama kshama seva samartha niroga shariraya swasthya palana paro bhavitamaham yatha sadhyam yatishye. Prayer. Tejosi tejo mayithehi viryamasi viryam mayithehi balamasi balam mayithehi ojosi ojo mayithehi manyurasi manyum mayithehi sahosi saho mayithehi peshayo me lauhasama bhavantu snayavo me ayamsi iva bhavantu hridayam me vrajrasaram bhavatu. Dvitiya mantra about Swadhyaya and Pravachana. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam iti shrutivachanam avadharya Swadhyaya parayano jnana yajna nishtha sarvada bhavitamaham yatha sadhyam yatishe Medha Devi Jushamanana Agad Vishwachi Bhadra Sumanasyamana Tvaya Jushta Nudamana Duruktan Brihadvadema Vidathe Subiraha. Tritiya mantra Satyame Vajayate Nanrutam Satyena Pantha Vitato Devayanaha Iti Shrudivakyam Avadharya Kayena Manasa Vacha Satyaparayano Bhavitumaham Yatha Sadhyam Yatishe Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritam Gamaya. Chaturtha mantra Parahitaya Pararthaya Yo Jivati Sayeva Jivati Anyetu Jivan Mritaha Iti Srimad Vivekananda Swaminam Sumahad Pachanam Samsmritya Nichata Krurata Dambhikatadi Malina Swartha Santatir Vihaya Udara Cheta Vinayi Shraddhavan Naranarayana Seva Nishtho Bhavitamaham Yatha Sadhyam Yatishe Yanyanavadjani Karmani Tani Sevitavyani No Itarani Atmopamyena Sarvatra Samam Pashyati Yorjuna Sukham Va Yadi Va Dukkham Sayogi Paramo Mataha Iti Shruti Smritya Desha Vachana Jatam Tatha Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu Sampashyet Iti Isha Krishna Vakyam Cha Anusthana Parayanena Sadaiva Maya Bhavyam. Pancham Antim Mantra Suparichalita Samhati Shaktireva Samaja Kalyana Nidanam Atah Aikya Pratishtha Mulakan Samhati Shakti Jagaranatmakan Sangachadvam Samvadadvam Samvo Manam Sijanatam Sahaviryam Karavavahi Mavidvishavahi Ityadi Shrutyadeshanavadharya Sadupaya Paraha Sannaham Samaja Bhukteih Sarvaih Aikyabadho Bhavitum Bahujana Hitaya Bahujana Sukhaya Yatha Sadhyam Yatishe. Prarthana Sankalpeshu Yeshu Paramatma Me Sahayo Bhavatu Yesha Me Bhavatu Shubhaya Bhavatu Shivaya Bhavatu Kshemaya Tasmai Paramatmane Namaha Om Vishwani Deva Savitaru Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanma Asuva. Om Shanti 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 Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Remember these mantras, read them as often as possible. The gist of the meaning in English I already told you. The detailed translation is given in your sheets. Please read them and remember them. You may take your seats. Thank you.
Many thanks, Swami Atmapriyanandaji Maharaj. I've been anchor for this university convocation for a number of years now. The mantras which you give place before the students and the translations that you give are the same every year, of course. There is no change in them. But it's always been a pleasure to listen to you chanting these mantras in your sonorous voice and giving the wonderful free translations. It reminds us, after this convocation, we'll begin again going back to sleep from tomorrow, forgetting what all you have been listening to. When we come again for the next convocation, your words act like awake and arise to give us more inspiration. Dear students, I'm sure you heard with attention what your Pro-Chancellor has told you. He told you first of all about the history of this wonderful university, the Vivekananda University, deemed to be a university. He has been associated with this university's founding brick by brick, So he knows the nuts and bolts of everything in this university. What he has told you is a veritable mine of wisdom. You can progress very effectively in life in whatever field you choose to be if you follow what you heard from him today. We spoke about Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara, Swadhyaya, etc. Like Sri Ramakrishna would say in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we come across this in the Kathamrita, Vachanamrita. Yavad Bachi, Tavad Sikhi. As long as I live, so long do I learn. So just because you got your degrees or PhDs or MScs or MAs today, don't think that you are fully educated, that there's nothing more to study. You have to be a student all through our life. In fact, all of us have to be students all through our life. If your ego is so much expanded that you keep on saying, I know everything, you're closing the door to further knowledge. You must always be a seeker in life. In whatever field you choose to be, always be a seeker. Erase your ego and you open the door to further knowledge, to enrich yourself with further knowledge. We spoke about these values, human values in life. In last year's convocation also, I had made this suggestion. Like when I was a student, in my student days, I used to go to a gymnasium. There I found on the walls of the gymnasium a small notice written. What was that? It says, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. So you can see how much importance is to be attached to character building. That's why Swamiji in his lectures, in his letters, and his writings, he always spoke about man-making, character-building education. We have been very, very fortunate to get these inspiring words and education in this Vivekananda University. And I'm sure all of you will remember what our senior Swamis are going to say after this also. I would now very humbly request our most revered President Maharaj to give his Benedictory Address. Maharaj, please.
Dear Swami Girishananda ji, Swami Suryananda ji, Swami Atma Priyananda ji, Sarvotmananda ji, Kaleshananda ji, Shastra Vidyananda ji, and many other respected senior and junior Swamijis and monastic in front of me, and my very dear students. It gives me immense joy to be able to participate in this 19th Convocation and Annual Foundation Day of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, declared as a deemed to be university by the Government of India under University Grants Commission Act of 1956. Having been associated with the university project from the very beginning when it surfaced in 2004, and having witnessed with joy the steady growth of this university since its very inception in 2005, it is indeed a privilege for me to participate on this joyous occasion. I am told that this is the first time that the President of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission is participating in this annual ceremony of the university established by Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Vivekananda's, in his name. This makes me feel doubly joyful. It is It is well known and now a matter of history that Swami Vivekananda prophesied that Belur Math will blossom into a full-fledged university. We may recall here Swamiji's prophetic words uttered on the eve of his passing away into Mahasamadhi. I quote, "The spiritual impact which has come to Belur Math will last for 1500 years and it will be a great university. Do not think I imagine it, I see it." On the last day of his life on this earth, in his mortal coil, Swamiji said during a conversation with his dear brother disciple, Swami Premananda, I quote, "Keeping the ancient Indian spiritual heritage and wisdom intact and blending it with modern scientific knowledge, a university should be established at Belur Math." On another occasion, Swamiji wrote, "Now the aim is to gradually develop this Belur Math into an all-round university. Swamiji's university, as it used to be called by Miss Josephine MacLeod, the famous American disciple of his and staunch follower of him, who used to call herself not a disciple of Swamiji, but a friend of Swamiji, insisted when Ramakrishna Mission launched its first project in higher education with the establishment of a college called Vidya Mandira as early as 1941, that the inauguration to be done on 4th July, which is sacred association with Swamiji's Mahasamadhi on one hand and on the other with American independence. American Independence Day is July 4th. So both these are connected with this today's function. Hence, the 4th of July as the foundation day. She gave the first donation of rupees 10,000 for the university project in the 1940s. We remember her today with gratitude on this day. We also respectfully pay homage to other pioneers who were associated with this great project, namely Swami Madhavanandji Maharaj, Swami Veereshwaranandaji, Swami Vimuktanandaji, Swami Ranganathanandaji, who tirelessly worked for actualizing Swamiji's vision of a university at Belur Math. It's my privilege, as it is of Swami Atma Priyananda, who served as the founding Vice Chancellor for 15 years and now also is serving as Pro-Chancellor, to join this blessed group and to have been able to contribute to the establishment and growth of this Swamiji's university, albeit infinitesimally. Swami Vivekananda's educational vision is a precious legacy that he left for us to actualize. And I am glad that this university, in his hallowed name, making every effort to realize Swamiji's vision. His educational vision may best be summarized in his own powerful words. I quote, "The training by which the current and expression of will are brought under control and become fruitful is called education." He continues, "The ideal of all education, all training should be man-making. Education is not the amount of information put into your brain and runs riot there, undigested all your life. We must have life-building, man-making, character-making assimilation of ideas. If you have assimilated 5 ideas and made them your life and your character, you have more education than any man who has got by heart a whole of library." If education is identical with information, the libraries would be the greatest sages of the world, and encyclopedias would be the greatest rishis. We want that, Swamiji continues, we want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. What we want are the Western science, coupled with Vedanta, Brahmacharya as the guiding motto, and also Shraddha and faith in one's own self. Swamiji again says, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. I look upon religion as the innermost core of education. Mind, I do not mean my own or anyone else's opinion on religion. Religion is the manifestation of the divinity already in man. What kind of university did Swamiji envision? This is the question that has been constantly rising in the minds and hearts of all the followers, the monks and devotees and admirers of Swamiji over almost a century since Swamiji prophesied the university at Belur Math in 1902. By Swamiji's grace, certain unique and innovative thrust areas came to be chosen at the very beginning. The choice of these thrust areas was guided by Swami Vivekananda's own educational vision as found in his utterances and writings scattered over his complete works. The emphasis on benefiting the common man, the underprivileged, the rural and tribal masses of our country is one cardinal feature of all these thrust areas. Ramakrishna Mission, being the sponsoring society of the university, the General Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission was chosen to be its chancellor, to guide its path in the right direction in its task of actualizing Swamiji's educational vision. Headquartered at Belur Math, where Swamiji lived and passed away, prophesying the university, it operates through its main campus at Belur Math, as well as various off-campus centers located at Ramakrishna Mission centers spread across the country. The authorities of the university will discuss these aspects in more detail. Suffice it for me to say that the uniqueness of this university lies in that it is administered and run by the qualified monks of the Ramakrishna Math and Mission, who do administration together with teaching and research, following Swamiji's exhortation. I quote, "In our country, the imparting of knowledge has always been through men of renunciation. The charge of imparting knowledge should again fall upon the shoulders of the Tyagis." Finally, I wish all the graduating students, all of you well in your future career, and firmly hope that you would prove worthy of the great legacy bequeathed to you by this university and grow as men and women of impeccable character, devoted to the values of truth, purity, and selflessness. Serve our beloved motherland, Bharat, in her march towards becoming a global superpower, not to dominate and compete, but to shower peace and joy, benediction, goodwill, and blessings on the world, which is presently strife-torn, conflict-ridden, and panic-stricken. May Swami Vivekananda's following stirring words be our constant inspiration in this endeavor. I quote, "Let us work hard, my brethren. This is no time for sleep. On our work depends the coming of India of the future. She is here, she is there, ready, waiting. She is only sleeping. Arise and awake and see her seated here on her eternal throne, rejuvenated, more glorious than ever she was. This motherland of ours." He again says, "None can resist her anymore." This is a great statement. None can resist her anymore. No outward powers can hold her back anymore, for the infinite giant is rising to her feet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Ram Krishna. Jai Swami Vivekanand.
Thank you, Revered Maharaj, for your words of benediction and inspiration. When Maharaj was speaking, President Maharaj was speaking, he himself announced that he is the first president of the Sangha to attend this university's convocation. At that moment, our Pro-Chancellor, Atma Priyanandaji Maharaj, just asked us to lead the hand clapping, but there had been a very muted hand clapping. I think Maharaj deserves a much better hand clapping. Please give him a big hand. Thank you, all of you, and thank you very much, Maharaj, for your words of blessing and benediction. So Maharaj summarized how Swamiji wanted a blending of ancient Vedic knowledge, ancient Indian knowledge, Indian ancient culture with technological developments. Most of you young students must have read Dr. Kalam's multiple books on India and Indian economy, about technology, about his dreams about India. If you have not read, please make it a point to read some of his books. His autobiography, Wings of Fire, they're wonderful, very encouraging books. You'll find a mine of information in them. He also says there how technology respects only technology. To keep us up to date with all these concepts, without taking much more of your time, it's already 11:15. I would now request our Vice Chancellor, dear Swami Sarvottamanandaji, to go ahead with the admission of the new graduates to their respective degrees. Please come, Maharaj. Before that, just one moment. I requested our Vice President Maharaj, Swami Girishanandaji, to say a few words before we could proceed with this. But Maharaj says, "No, I'm not in the mood to do that." So we continue with the function.
Yes. The students should stand in their seats. The graduating students only. As per the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of this university, I hereby admit you to your degree and diplomas with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining, for which you have duly qualified by satisfying all the program requirements. Further, I charge you to always strive to adhere to the spirit and letter of the noble vows that you have taken on this occasion to build your lives upon the bedrock of impeccable character, thus proving worthy of this university bearing the hallowed name of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. You can sit in your seats again.
So we have become so much poorer just now, but because most of it, President Maharaj and our Vice President Maharaj have left the audience and gone. Age doesn't permit, perhaps. Now I would request Swami Suviranji Maharaj, General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission, and also the Chancellor of this university, to give the Convocation Address. Maharaj, please proceed.
Namaste Yatirajayo Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Sarupayo Swamine Tapoharine. Most revered Gautamanandaji Maharaj, the President of the worldwide Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Atmapriyanandaji, the founder, Vice Chancellor, and presently the Pro-Chancellor of the university, and also the Secretary of the Center, to which university stands as most important constituent. Swami Sarvottomanandaji, the Vice Chancellor, a very familiar academician of our country, a man in his own right, commands respect in the academic circle of our great and vast country. Swami Kaleshanandaji, the Registrar of the University, Swami Shastro Vidyanandaji, the Controller of Examinations here, my colleagues sitting amongst the audience, Swami Balabhadranandaji and Swami Bodhaswaranandaji. Also, our esteemed brother, Swami Sukadevanandaji. Sukadevanandaji is the head of our neighboring center, the mega educational complex called Sharda Pitha. Swami Atmeshwaranandaji, my colleague, also the finance officer of this university, and today's master of the program. Other revered and dear students, other revered and dear monks present here this lovely morning. Also, very beloved brahmacharis, our monastic brothers attached to this great institute, very learned members of the faculties of the university, respected parents and guardians of our students present here, and lastly, but most importantly, our graduating students. Today, standing here, I feel diffident to speak anything, because it is an example, an instance, second to none, perhaps in the history of the university till today. And this is the holy presence of our most revered President Maharaj. The other day, the Chief Justice of India was here, Justice Chandrachud, and he was time and again telling that he has been extremely impressed to have met the President of the Order. Maharaj himself Maharaj says about himself humorously that I am a young man of 96. He is 100% alert mentally, and should I say that considering his age, he is more than fit physically. And in our eyes, according to the traditions of the Ramakrishna movement, he is the direct representative of Sri Ramakrishna, the great master. To disobey his mandate is verily disobeying the mandate of the master, which is why I feel diffident, as I was telling you, to say anything, deliver any sermon, even a piece of advice to you, because he has been my spiritual mentor when I joined this organization and was a novice. Today is 4th July. Revered Maharaj has already told about this day, and also Swami Atmapriyanandaji. 4th July hardly either can be overestimated or be elaborated, because 4th July is so important in the international calendar. You all know this is the Independence Day of the first democracy of the world. The day stands for the Statue of Liberty, which was so close to Vivekananda's heart. Vivekananda is a great name in America today. Somebody wrote a book in the centenary of Chicago, Swamiji's appearance in Chicago Parliament. And there he writes, a couple wrote, Mrs. and Mr. Illionia Sturck. The name of the book is Gift Unopened, and all of you, will certainly be very glad to know that initially this was published by Harvard University, and then we have tried to get the copyright. We have got it. Our Barclay Center has got it. And Barclay Center again has transferred this copyright to our Advaita Ashram, Kolkata and Mayavati. Naturally now, very soon we will start printing this book, and it will be amply and abundantly available in Indian market. Why I am telling all this is, the author, a scientist couple in our Harvard University, wrote, if Columbus discovered the soil of America, Vivekananda discovered the soul of America. And that's what Vivekananda is in the context of American chapter of the mankind. Now, Swami Vivekananda chose this day for his Mahasamadhi. We find Swami Sharadanandaji Maharaj is writing in a small piece of paper to Sister Nivedita. What did he write? 9 p.m. and everything was over. 9 p.m. and everything was over. 4th July 1902, 9 p.m. and everything was over. Saradanandaji told this because Shelley's skylark soars higher after higher till it is lost in the clouds of heaven, having absolutely no promise to come back to this mundane world again. But Vivekananda was the skylark of Wordsworth. Wordsworth writes his skylark soars higher after higher, but the skylark is kindled. It has its eyes on the dewy ground of the earth. Vivekananda went above and above, higher and higher. But still Vivekananda knew that his concern was meant, which is why he still and will continue to be amongst us. This is why perhaps we find that Swamiji is still a name very dear, very respected, very eminent in the whole world. I am absolutely sure that you will be surprised to know. Before COVID, I received 2 distinguished guests to our headquarters. One was certainly Ruth Harris, the head of the Department of Modern History in Oxford University. Ruth has written a book as big as encyclopedia. And she has written a book on Swamiji. She wanted to have an access to our archives, which is why she came to us. And while taking tea, I was talking to her. And I asked one question. Mrs. Ruth, how many people in Oxford do know Vivekananda? And Ruth smiled and told, Swami, you better ask me how many people in Oxford do not know Vivekananda. Everybody knows that. She has written that book. Cambridge University has published. It's available in our Madras Mott. I think it's available in some of the distributors here in Kolkata as well. Now, another visitor that I received was the present Consul General of China posted in Kolkata. He rang me up. And he asked for an appointment. The following Sunday was the day. At 4 o'clock, I gave him appointment. He came. A lot of tea, very nicely packaged, and very beautiful to see. So humorously, I asked him, have you come here to market tea? He also could understand the smell of the humor. And he told that, okay, I have not come to market tea, true, but I have come to market Vivekananda. I have come here to market Vivekananda. China, communism, Marxism, so to say, says religion is opium. Religion is a dangerous word in the context of the cultural revolution that took place in 60s of 20th century. From China, the official ambassador came. Why? He told that, look, in China we have reached a grade as far as the material prosperity is concerned, material attainment is concerned, but today we are face to face with a crisis. And what is that crisis all about? Crisis is our boys and girls going to the university and the colleges, they are face to face with value deficit. They are suffering from that crunch of values. And when we have sit together to find out a solution, viable solution to this, the highest political leadership of China remembered Swami Vivekananda. Their opinion is Vivekananda is the only answer, which is why they have asked me to meet you and work out a package. He wrote to me after going back to the embassy, High Commission. He wrote to me. What did he say? Like in India, Vivekananda is a very celebrated name in China too. I do not think there is a single Chinese who do not love and hold Vivekananda in high esteem. Like in India, we also consider Swami Vivekananda as the most eminent philosopher in the entire Asia continent. And another sentence he wrote, people should be shocked to hear it. What did he say, right? We have not learned socialism from Marx or Lenin. We have learned socialism from Swami Vivekananda. And that's what Vivekananda is. Russia, you have Vivekananda. Poland, you have Vivekananda. China, you have Vivekananda. And in the rest of the entire Western world, you have Vivekananda. Vivekananda everywhere today, creating ripples in the Indian Ocean, in the Arabian Sea, in the Atlantic Ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, but we have never seen ripples in Huanghe, which is so notorious for drought. But today we find no ripples tied in that notorious river, Huanghe too, and that tide is Vivekananda tide. And that's why, when you have come here, there are many universities in our country today. Even in 2011, there were about 10 to 15 universities in Bengal. Today, the total number of universities in Bengal is 66, a phenomenal growth. And you have come for academics, you have come for degrees, you have come for diplomas. But what is that you came to Ramakrishna Mission? There are many illustrious, eminent, renowned academic institutions all over the country, even in Kolkata. You have Shibpur and many other institutions, even Kharagpur IIT is there. But some of you came here. And it's not true that all of you came here only because you didn't get a seat there. Maybe in case of you, but at least there will be few students who have come here because you wanted to be a good person. I remember I was in a residential school before coming over to headquarters. I was conducting the Viva was a test. And one boy, small boy, I asked him, why do you come here? There are many good institutions in Delhi. Why do you come to this Vidapit? This boy, about 8-year-old, he told, maybe he was taught, he told, मैं अच्छा इंसान बनना चाहता हूं. I didn't really keep track with him. After I came, I never had any communication with him. So he rang me up sometime in 2015. He told Maharaj, आपने सुना है होगा मैं IAS में टपार बन गया, टॉप किया. There is a district called Purnia in Bihar. This boy is the district magistrate, and this year government of Bihar has given him the best district magistrate's award. Not because only of his professional perfection, but also of his integrity, his honesty. He told, मैं अच्छा इंसान बनना चाहता हूँ. Which is why you are here. Some have come out of choice. Some have come out of complexion, no matter. But fact remains that you have reaped, I hope, the benefit of being a student and alumni of Ramakrishna Mission, RKMVERI. Now, alumni or alumnus, whatever you call it, they have to rejoice. There are reasons for them to rejoice for being promoted to alumnus after being graduated today. Maybe from the afternoon of today, you are an alumnus of this great RKMVERI. Now, alumnus is a very important entity in the scheme of things as far as academic institutions are concerned. Why? You see your monks here, and your monks are subject to be posted out. You must have got the taste of it. Some monks have been posted out, some new monks have joined. So monks are not a very sustaining entity in an educational institution. Now the teachers, the members of the faculty, they sometimes get better option, better choice, leave the institution and go elsewhere. They get elevated, go elsewhere. And those who continue till the last day, well, they superannuate. So they're also not a very sustainable entity in the scheme of things as far as an academic institution is concerned. But an ex-student, an alumnus, an alumni, not an alumni, alumni, the alumnus, he or she continues to remain an ex-student till the last breath of his life, wherever in the world he is. This is the most permanent entity, most sustainable entity in an educational institution is alumni or alumnus, whatever you call it, the ex-students. I must congratulate you, all of you, in advance, that from afternoon today, you are being elevated to the status of an alumnus. You continue to be an alumnus of this institute till the last breath of your life. Now you are an alumnus. You have got this honor, prestige, status. Ramakrishna Mission is a name which is universal. You go to Washington, you go to, even for that matter, I will tell, to Moscow, many other places. I think there must be at least a group of people, a handful of people who will recognize Ramakrishna Mission. And that's why you have attained an universal stature, a universal standard. You have a commitment. The stature, the status cannot be acquired without acknowledging and discharging your commitment. What is there? In such occasion, in earlier days, we used to find that, well, the Acharya used to say, administer oath, as Atma Priyanand Sarvottomananda ji has done today this morning. Matridevo bhavo, Pitridevo bhavo, Acharya devo bhavo, Yani anavadyani karmani tani sevitobhyani no itorani. You must respect your mother, father, acharya, and you should not perform anything which is condemned by the society. Swamiji says, enough is enough. There are many bhavas. Yeah, 2 more bhavas. And which are these 2 more bhavas? These 2 more bhavas are Murkha Devo Bhavo, Acharya Devo. Murkha Devo Bhavo, Doridro Devo. Let the illiterate be your God. Let the poor be your God. Swamiji has used a very strong terminology. Swamiji has not used that terminology so often, perhaps never. He says, I call him a traitor who at the expense of the poor gets educated and doesn't pay least heed to him. Least heed to them. This is one thing. This is your national commitment. You are a PhD. You are a postgraduate. Not because your father or parents spent handful of money from their purses. It is more because the common people, the people whom we call fishermen, the people whom we call rickshaw pullers, the people whose tears were never accounted for, the people who are downtrodden, they are born unseen, they live unseen, and they leave this world unseen. But this people who are the rate payers, and this is from the rent, the rate, the taxes from where you get your education. For example, there is a state called Jharkhand nearby Bengal. Will you believe it? Jharkhand government spends 15 crores of rupees for a boy or girl for being a postgraduate in Hindi. Now you imagine how much the government pays. And government paying means the common people pays. The common people pays. It is not the rich people who pay taxes, the evade taxes. It is the common people who pay taxes. You are what you are at the expense of this common people. And after getting education, you go abroad, fine, stay there for 10 years, have the technological know-how, earn some money, but come back to your country. And serve the country where you saw the light of the day for the first time. Otherwise, you will be called a traitor if you have to go by Swamiji. Another thing, many of the students, many of the ex-students, they go abroad, they work here, but hardly remember their alma mater. They do not remember. And sometimes an IITian, maybe he feels ashamed to acknowledge that he is an ex-student of the village school he had his matriculation from. This is why this is very important. You are like others. You have been graduated. You have got your degrees. You will go with diplomas. Fine. But then you cannot be a decent citizen. You cannot be a first-class citizen. You cannot be a good husband. You can't be a good wife. You can't be a good brother. You can't be a good parent unless and until you bother for the job of these common people and live with them, help them. Swamiji says, take a man where he stands and give him a lift. And this is the whole of what you call education. Unless this is done, then this is demonic. Swamiji says that education is not a collection of knowledge. Running riot there undigested. It's not education. Education is practice. Education is being. Education is becoming. Education is sympathy. Education is empathy. Education is dying for others. And this is what I thought I will share with you this morning when we are through 4th of July. And on 4th of July, Swamiji resurrected through 2 institutes run by Ramakrishna Mission all over the world. Certainly, the first is our Advaita Ashram Varanasi, who started its journeys on 4th of July in 1902, and I say Swamiji was resurrected there. And Swamiji again was resurrected through this university, because this was what he saw, he didn't imagine. This was not his dream. He saw an university is coming up. And to my humble mind, I think day will come when this RKMVERI will not be an isolated unit called university. The entire Belur Math, its temple, its monastery, its training center, its administration, Veda Vidyalaya, everything will be included, and the whole Belur Math campus, including Sharadapit, will be a university. And that is what I feel Swamiji saw. And I must compliment you for being an alumnus from today of this great institute after Swamiji's name. I must congratulate you for getting your degrees and diplomas. And certainly, I will congratulate. I think I will be failing in my duty as one associated with this university. I have had the privilege of being witness to the ongoings of the university day to day. And I personally feel, although the monks do not expect a single thank you for what they do, but still somewhere in the heart I feel that I must remember Swami Atma Priyanandaji. Swami Atma Priyanandaji, the founder, vice chancellor of this university. And till today, I know, because as chancellor, I have very frequent interactions with him. Till today, he lives 24 hours, 365 days, only for the development of this university. I congratulate him, and will you approve of my proposal, request? My proposal is certainly to the graduating students today to give a standing ovation to this outstanding monk of Ramakrishna order, who sacrificed everything, every other aspect of life, only to establish this university and nothing else. And this is why I personally feel that Swami Atma Priyanandaji has been bracketed with the pupil, the stalwarts of our organization, Swami Lokeshwarananda, Swami Punnananda, Swami Vimuktananda, and Swami Shambhava. And at the end, before I wrap up, I wish you all the best, the very best in your life, to happen till the natural life that you have, end of natural life. And then, of course, I will also wish everybody, the faculty members, the guardians, the parents, all the best. I pray to the General of the Militia, to which I am a humble soldier, Swami Vivekananda. Sarve sukhino bhavantu, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma koschit dukkhamapnu. Let all be happy. Let all be free from ailments. Let all be blessed with the vision of truth, beauty, and goodness. Let misery touch none. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very, very much, Swami Subiranji Maharaj, for your inspiring, spontaneous words today. Yeah, just one statement.
On this occasion, we also remember late Arjun Singh, who was then the minister of the UPA 1 government in 2004, who personally took interest in order to make this possible, the shortest possible time. It's a record time, hardly about 3 weeks it took for the government to announce, officially notify in the Gazette. And he was assisted by late Sudip Banerjee, who became the secretary of the then Ministry of Human Resource Development, now called the Ministry of Education, who stood by the university throughout. At his advice and inspiration, we approached the respective state governments. He told me, you don't depend only on the central government or the UGC. Please approach the respective state governments in which the off-campus centers are situated. I'm glad to now put on record our thankfulness to the University Grants Commission, which has provided us 10 crore recurring grant annually for the payment of salaries of teachers and faculty and regular staff. And the Jharkhand government, which started with 2.94 crore and recently enhanced it to 3.52 crore annually for the Jharkhand state, the Ranchi center, and the Tamil Nadu government for giving us 4.55 crore annually per year for the teacher's salary and maintenance for the Coimbatore Center, and the West Bengal government, which is paying us 2.50 crore annually. So, but for this support, we would not be able to keep the standards. Even now we are struggling with funds, but this backup has been a great support for carrying through this university and raising it to higher and higher levels. My request to all the faculty in particular to help us in this endeavor, and particularly teaching and research going hand in hand, and interdisciplinary research. Recently we started a Center for Artificial Intelligence of Things and Mixed Reality at Belur, which is now growing very fast. And Swami Paramashivananda from Chennai has been appointed the head of this center. Swami Sarvabhadrananda, who is here, head of the Digital Technology Center, is also assisting him. So I'm thankful to all these governments, state governments, as well as the central government, providing us this support. I place on record the contribution by Arjun Singh as well as Sudip Banerjee.
So the interruption was when I was about to thank Swami Subirananji Maharaj for his spontaneous words he spoke today. He spoke beautifully from the heart, rather from the brain. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you very much. And I had announced earlier that President Maharaj has left the meeting and gone away, but he'll come back again.
Will come. So Shivaranji will give the PhD, MPhil, and then topics.
So I have been announcing once or twice that Maharaj had left the meeting and gone away. But most of it, President Maharaj has been very, very insistent that he will attend today's meeting completely. His sevaks have been dissuading him, saying, Maharaj, 11 o'clock pranam ache bhakta there, and pranam jabo. But Maharaj has brushed aside all these excuses and said, no, I want to be present for the whole function, and I'm just told that he'll be back in the meeting very soon. And so that brings us to the next item of today's convocation and anniversary. Award of prizes and medals with gifts or books to the toppers. Now this is the program which you have all been eagerly waiting for. And I'll now hand over the anchoring, temporarily of course, to Swami Shastri Vidyanandaji, who will take over from me.
Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. I am glad to announce the names of the 293 candidates from Belur, Narendrapur and Ranchi campuses of our university who are qualified for the award of the degrees and diplomas. In this 19th annual convocation ceremony, the degree is to be awarded to 9 PhD candidates, 9 MPhil candidates, 233 MSc, MA or integrated MA candidates, 23 BSc, BA honors candidates. The postgraduate diploma to be awarded to 19 candidates. First, I will call the PhD. Okay. So first I will call the PhD candidates and MPhil and the first rank holder candidates of the different master and bachelor's program. They must be ready. So Revered GS Maharaj will give the certificates and prize to the PhD, MPhil and first rank holders. So please be ready. First, PhD in mathematics. Vice Chancellor Maharaj. Convoy Kumar. PhD in Physics, Belur Campus, Biswajit Jana. Campus, Kumar Raviranjan, absent. PhD in Sanskrit, Belur, Sohibal Acharya, absent. PhD MPhil in Sanskrit and Philosophy, Belur Campus, Dhritirani Saha. Subarna Paul. Subarna. MPhil in Sanskrit, Amit Kumar Sahu, Tuhin Mondal. Basudev Gorai, Basudev Gorai. Pritam Bera, Praloy Nandi, Das, Tirthankar De. A pen পড়ে গেছে। তীর্থঙ্কর হয়ে গেছে? কে তুমি কে? তীর্থঙ্কর। Then I will call the first rank holders of the various programs. First, Sahariar Hossain, MSc in Big Data Analytics, Belur Campus. Tutored by Sri Subodh Krishna Ray Chaudhary, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Ayan Nandi, MSc in Computer Science, Belur Campus. Gold medal topper certificates, complete works of Swami Vivekananda 8 volumes, Youth Power and the Power of Ideas. These are the prizes. Ayan Nandi, MSc in Computer Science. Topper certificates, complete works of Swami Vivekananda 8 volumes, Youth Power and the Power of Ideas. The toppers prize instituted by Sri Subodh Krishna Ray Chaudhary, Sri Jyoti Prakash Ghosh, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Alisa Parvin, MSc in Mathematics, Belur campus. আছে? 8 volumes, Youth Power and the Power of Ideas, Thakurma Swamiji photos. The toppers prize instituted by Miss Uma Basu, Sri Sapan Kumar Datta, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Saptadip Roy, MSc certificates, complete works of Swami Vivekananda, 8 volumes, Youth Power and the Power of Ideas, Sovarani De Memorial Memento, Thakurma Swamiji photo. The toppers prize instituted by Srimati Kalpana Sarkar, Sri Somnath Sarkar, Miss Uma Basu, Sri Sapan Kumar De, Sri Sapan Kumar Datta, and Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Pushpendu Bhuya, MA in Sanskrit, Advaita Vedanta, Belur campus. Complete works of Swami Vivekananda, 8 volumes, Youth Power and the Power of Ideas, Thakurma Swamiji photo. The toppers prize instituted by Sri Gopal Chandra Bayan, Sri Siddhartha Sen, Sri Sapan Kumar Datta. Biswarup Bej, MA in Sanskrit Vyakaran, Belur campus. Gold medal. Thakurma Swamiji photo. The toppers prize instituted by Sri Gopal Chandra Bayan, Sri Siddhartha Sen, Sri Sapan Kumar Datta. Chayan Kundu, MSc in Sports Science, Belur campus. Ideas. The toppers prize instituted by Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas, Sri Siddhartha Sen. Sramalina De, MSc in Agricultural Biotechnology, Narendrapur campus. Power and the Power of Ideas. The toppers prize instituted by Srimati Leena Bose, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Preeti Das, MSc in Agriculture and Rural Development, Narendrapur. Power of Ideas. The toppers prize instituted by Srimati Leena Bose, Sri Siddhartha Sen, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Shanto Bera, MSc Agriculture in Agronomy, Narendrapur. And the Power of Ideas. The toppers prize instituted by Sri Siddhartha Sen, Mrs. Prema Multyagi, Sri Tapan Kumar Roy. Anindo Hati, MSc in Environment and Disaster Management, Narendrapur campus. Youth Power and the Power of Ideas, the Toppers Prize instituted by Srimati Lolita Chakraborty, Srimati Suhasini Kaustubh Shukla. Titli Saha, MSc Agriculture in Genetics and Plant Breeding, Narendrapur campus. Volumes Youth Power and the Power of Ideas, the Toppers Prize instituted by Srimati Leena Bose, Sri Tapan Kumar Roy, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas. Mousumi Sahu, MSc in Medical Biotechnology. And the Power of Ideas, the Toppers Prize instituted by Dr. Boitri Chandra, Srimati Sumona Paja, Sri Kaustubh Shukla. Moumita Banerjee, MSc in Agriculture, Rural and Tribal Development. Power and the Power of Ideas, the Toppers Certificate instituted by Srimati Leena Bose, Srimati Sumita Lahiri, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas, Dr. Subodh Krishna Ray Choudhury. Soheli Noskor, MA MSc in Rural Development and Management, Ranchi campus. Youth Power and the Power of Ideas, the Toppers Prize instituted by Srimati Leena Bose, Srimati Sumita Lahiri, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Biswas, Sri Subodh Krishna Ray Choudhury. Sunit Adhikari, BA Honours in Sanskrit Advaita Vedanta, Belur campus. Gold medal certificate, Life of Swami Vivekananda by his Eastern and Western disciple, 2 volumes, Thakurma Swamiji photo. The Toppers Prize instituted by Sri Gopal Chandra Bayan, Srimati Lolita Chakraborty, Sri Tapan Kumar Datta. Pradeep Ghosh, BA Honours in Sanskrit Vyakarana, Belur campus. Life of Swami Vivekananda by his Eastern and Western disciple, 2 volumes, Thakurma Swamiji photo. The Toppers Prize instituted by Sri Gopal Chandra Bayan, Srimati Lolita Chakraborty, Sri Tapan Kumar Datta. Aniruddha Sarkar, BSc Honours in Agriculture, Rural and Tribal Development. Life of Swami Vivekananda by his Eastern and Western disciple, 2 volumes. The Toppers Prize instituted by Srimati Leena Bose, Srimati Sumita Lahiri, Sudhir Kumar Biswas, Sri Subodh Krishna Ray Choudhury. So now I'll call all the students from the different programs. So they will come as a group. Only 2 students will come on the stage to receive the certificates, and others will stand in front of the dais below. So MSc in Big Data Analytics, 2024 ব্যাচ অনির্বাণ দে, অর্ণব মুখার্জি, বিদিত সাধু খাঁ, দেবজ্যোতি মাইতি, মৈত্রেয় কিশোর ইঙ্গলে, প্রীতম তালধি, সাগ্নিক দত্ত, শাহরেয়ার হুসেন, সৌম্যদীপ সাধু খাঁ, সৌরিজ একজন ক্যামেরাটাকে কাভার করে দাঁড়াতে পারত। Next group, MSc in Sports Science, 22-24 batch. Next, MA in Yoga, 2022 batch, Belur campus, Sajal Manna. Next, MSc Yoga, 2022 batch, Manish Chetri. MSc in Yoga, 2024 batch, Belur campus, Vikas De, Debraj বিশ্বাস। চলে এসো। টোয়েন্টি 24 ব্যাচ নরেন্দ্রপুর ক্যাম্পাস, অন্নুরিমা দত্ত, অন্বেষা দে। MSc in Environment. MSc Agriculture in Genetics and Plant Breeding. Genetics and plant breeding. Okay. MSc in Medical Biotechnology. तिर्की, आकांक्षा साहू, देवा MA in Rural Development and Management, 22-24 batch, Ranchi campus. Ankit Tirki, Nobin Next, MSc in Rural Development and Management 22-24 batch Ranchi campus. Nisi Sinha, Sonali Hasda. Rahul Paul. Rahul. Oh. Next, BA Honours in Sanskrit 2023 batch Belur. Jishnu Sarkar, Jeet Chakraborty. Come. Next, BSc in Sourjo Ghosh. Yes, Sourjo Ghosh. Next, BSc in Agriculture, Rural and Tribal Development, Ranchi campus 21-24 batch. Aniruddha Sarkar. Vishnu Pradhan, Juvaraj Ghosh. Okay, absent. Next, postgraduate diploma in Next, postgraduate diploma in post-harvest and food technology. Post-harvest and food technology. The final batch, postgraduate diploma in rural development practices, Ranchi campus, 23-24 batch. Ranchi. হয়ে গেছে।
So our congratulations, good wishes, and good luck to all of you, all the students who got their degrees and diplomas today. May you do well by the grace of Thakurma and Swamiji in whatever endeavor you might choose to be in. Sorry? Oh, and double thanks to all the teachers for guiding our students to this day. May you guide many more students like this, may many more batches find success under your leadership. And now I would request our Vice Chancellor, Swami Sarvatyamanandaji Maharaj, to propose the vote of thanks. Please come, Maharaj.
नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. Most revered Swami Suviranji Maharaj, Chancellor of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Education and Research Institute, General Secretary of Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission. Respected Swami Atmapriyananji Maharaj, Pro-Chancellor, Swami Kaleshanandaji Maharaj, Registrar, Swami Shastra Vidyanandaji Maharaj, Controller of Examinations, Swami Atmeshwaranji Maharaj, Finance Officer of the University, respected senior monks, my brother monks, my dear Brahmachari brothers, my dear teachers, very dear students, their parents who have come to this program, and dear well-wishers. The very pleasant duty of proposing the vote of thanks have fallen on me. We are almost at the last steps of our convocation program for today. First of all, I give my thanks to revered President Maharaj Swami Gautamanji Maharaj, who it has been noted that has come for the first time as a president of the order to attend this convocation program. I thank him for his benedictory address and his august presence and his blessings to the students. Next, I thank our Chancellor Swami Suviranji Maharaj to deliver the convocation address, his august presence and blessings to the students. I thank Swami Atmapriyananji Maharaj for his welcome address and Swami Atmeshwaranji Maharaj, Finance Officer of the University, to be a compare of this convocation program. And last but not the least, among the monks, I thank our monks of the order who has come to this program with their blessings to the students and the blessings to our university also. First of all, again, for students, I congratulate the students who have been awarded gold medals, and I congratulate all the graduating students as they are getting their degrees after the fulfillment of their endeavors and efforts for past several years. So I heartily congratulate them. It is customary to give a few words of Upadesha at this moment, because this is one of the few moments that I am talking to you, and probably for many of you it might be the last time that I will be addressing you as your teacher, as your Vice Chancellor. Though the Upadesh that we are going to give, it may seem like very repetitive, but I will tell you that as soon as you will go out of this campus, out of this university, such kind of advice, I know that it will be very rare in your life. So you should actually kind of profit from it while you can. I will give my own advice or own few suggestions for how you should lead your life. I will only summarize it in only 2-3 points. Much have been already said, but I would like to give my own color to it. So first of all, as Swami Atmanishanji Maharaj has also said, President Maharaj has also told about this, Javat Bachi Tavat Shiki. So my first advice is, you should put lifelong effort in studying, in learning things. Learning and teaching goes side by side, as it is there in our mantra also, that we should learn and teach at the same time. Second thing, which is special to our Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, it is character building aspect. Other institutions only talk about education, knowledge and skills, knowledge acquisition and skill building. We also talk about character building. That is our own very important point. So we will ask students to also cater to this man-making character building idea of Swami Vivekananda after you go away from this institute. You will not go away from our heart, but physically you will be entering the society, and we think that you should leave your mark as a alumni of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute. Third point is related to that. You are the ambassador of RKMVERI. All the students, you might not know that, but the society looks at you as a mirror of RKMVERI. So you should conduct yourself so that you should not bring a bad name to RKMVERI. That is very important for us. So these three things, I would say that it is my upadesh for you, and you should lead your life to. But that is enough. I will not take more time. I will thank teachers also, because part of your success, part of the credit to your success goes to them. Then I thank the parents who have come to share your joy in this momentous occasion. I thank our well-wishers, I thank the staff, I thank Belumat for providing such a beautiful venue for this convocation. I hope from next year also we get this beautiful venue as for our convocation address. Thank you very much. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Swami Sarvatamanandaji Maharaj. As most of you students and faculty know, the Swami himself was a very brilliant student in his earlier days, a fine product of IIT Kanpur. So whatever he has told you as the Vice Chancellor of this university, I am sure you'll all be wise enough to follow throughout your lives. But one thing I noticed, our Vice Chancellor, Swamiji, forgot to mention. He forgot to thank Swami Sarvatamananda for proposing the vote of thanks. I thank him for that. Then the concluding portion of today's program is the concluding song to be sung by Swami Sarvabhadranandaji Maharaj. And after that, all the participating students, faculty, staff, guests and others will have the lunch prasad at the Belur Mutt Sharada Sadavrata dining hall. Our university volunteers will please guide them for that. Before the students go to the dining hall, we request them to deposit their gowns at the entrance to this hall there. We have got volunteers to collect them. A deposit box is there. And number 2, after having your lunch prasad on a full stomach, please come to collect your certificates from the registration counter. Thank you.
मूर्त महेश्वर उज्ज्वल भास्कर इष्टमर नरवन्धु मूर्त महेश्वर उज्ज्वल भास्कर इष्टमर नरवन्धु वन्दे वेदतनु मुञ्जितगारित कामकाञ्चन बन्धं वन्दे वेदतनु मुञ्जितगारित कामकाञ्चन बन्धं मूर्तमहे कोटिभानुकर दीप्तसिंहम कटितटकोपिनवन्तम् कोटिभानुकर दीप्तसिंहम कटितटकोपिनवन्तम् अभिरभिहुङ्कारनादितधिङ्मुख प्रचण्डताण्डव नृत्यम् अभिरभिहुङ्कारनादितधिङ्मुख प्रचण्डताण्डव नृत्यम् मूर्तमहेश्वर उज्ज्वलभास्कर मिष्टममर नरवन्द्यम् भक्ति मुक्ति कृपा कटाक्ष प्रेक्ष अगदल विदलन दक्षम् भक्ति मुक्ति कृपा कटाक्ष प्रेक्ष अगदल विदलन दक्षम् वन्द्यमिह नौमि गुरु विवेकानन्दम् बालचन्द्रधर बिन्दुवन्द्यमिह नौमि गुरु विवेकानन्दम् मूर्तमहेश्वर उज्ज्वलभास्कर इष्टममर नरवन्ध्यम् मूर्तमहेश्वर उज्ज्वलभास्कर इष्टममर नरवन्ध्यम् इष्टममर नरवन्ध्यम् इष्टममर नरवन्ध्यम् ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय जय
Everybody. I requested him with some hesitation. এটা খিচুড়ি বলেছিলাম উনি বেশ ভালো রকম মেনু করেছেন খিচুড়ি আলুর দম বলে দিচ্ছে আগে থেকে সকলকে এটা ইনভাইট করার জন্য তার সঙ্গে উনি করেছেন পায়েস চাটনি পাঁপড় রাজভোগ হবে তো হ্যাঁ সকালে নিচে একতলাতে যাবেন আমাদের ভলান্টিয়াররা গাইড করে নিয়ে যাবে স্কার্ফটা জমা দিয়ে তারপরে আপনাকে যাবেন আমাদের পূজনীয় চ্যান্সেলর মহারাজ একটু নিচে যাবেন ফ্যাকাল্টিরা একটু ইন্টারাক্ট করতে চাইছেন
So that's the end of this convocation ceremony, the 19th convocation of the deemed university. We will disperse now. Please remember to deposit your gowns, students, and then come back after prasad to collect your certificates. Thank you all.